Poor sinners, they toil, they weary themselves to acquire earthly knowledge or the art of gaining the good things of this life, which have to end in a short time, whilst they neglect the good things of that life which shall never end. They lose their reason in such wise that they become not fools only, but brute beasts.
To understand this modern attack on churches, this phenomenon that we're seeing in various parts of the world, let us reflect a little first. We must understand that our sin corrupts not only our souls, our hearts, us as human beings, but the whole of creation. The whole of creation is affected by our sin. That is why we see sickness, this disease and suffering and even death in the animal kingdom. It is a consequence of our sin.
And so living, they do not consider what is good and what is evil, but they follow the brutish instincts of sense, alone embracing that which of the present is pleasing to the flesh, without thinking of what they lose, and of that eternal ruin which they have drawn down upon themselves. This is to act like brutes, not like men. St. Chrysostom says, "We call him a man who preserves intact the image of man." But what is the image of man? To be rational. To be a man is to be rational, that is, to act according to reason, and not according to sensual appetite. If God were to give a beast the use of reason, and it were to act according to reason, we should say it acted like a man. So, on the other hand, when man acts according to sense, contrary to reason, we say that man acts like a beast.
God created a sinless world, but the demons work tirelessly to lead us into evil. And of course, very often they have to work so little to draw us into evil. So willingly do we fall into sin. But also the world is a battleground. It is a battleground where there are many who become saints. There are many who are in the process of finding salvation, who struggle to resist this draw of evil, this corruption. So many who struggle to turn back to God, for we live in a battlefield, a spiritual war. And part of this battle, part of the battle that exists in this world in which we live, involves setting aside parts of this world specifically for God.